What's up, everybody? This is Justin with We Are Change Orlando. And I know I said I was never making another YouTube video again because the censorship is just out of control, but I did want to drop in real quick and remind everyone that I'm over on Rumble still releasing videos. At the start of 2023, the elephant continued to come with me and people injured by the you-know-what into the county commissioners meeting and sound the alarm and try to get the attention on the people who had been injured.
We Are Change Orlando.
Good afternoon, legislators. My name is Justin Harvey, and today I'm here to address the elephant in the room. I've now spoken here 14 different times, and we've come a long way from lockdowns and masks, over 5 meetings with the firefighters against the mask mandates, and now we're pushing 5 meetings with the vaccine injured telling their tragic stories in here. So
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're out of order. You're out of order.
We're out of order,
You're
but this program is out of order. This is
Okay.
enough.
I'm going to ask
For us to only get
Deputy
recognition
Barnes,
because we're taking up
escort
your
them
time.
out of the chambers.
How about these lives that have
This
been
point,
ruined?
you're
People have lost
disrupting.
loved ones. It's ridiculous. Sometimes things like this need to happen. It's just a little commotion. It won't hurt anybody. I hope you all have a great morning. And then the NASA fun began. Shout out to Sean Hibbler for releasing the Level With Me film, where he featured my speech at the Brevard County Commissioners meeting, where I called out NASA for purporting to fake their ISS spacewalks and a whole host of other things. Check out this video, a little snippet here, that has gone completely viral on all platforms. I literally lost track. I think there's someone on TikTok with like 15 million views on one page. If I were to guess, maybe between 50 and 100 million views alone on this video. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Today I'd like to bring to your attention a potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in your county. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Air bubbles, helmets filling with water, and drowning. Are they in space or are they underwater? Now, what's really interesting is that they train for spacewalks in an underwater pool with a complete ISS replica. Now, surely they aren't filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool and then editing them to appear if they're in space. Because that sure would be something, wouldn't it? The NASA video actually went so viral that I got my own personal fact check assigned to me from the AP, where they interviewed some scientists and a NASA representative. And we didn't stop there. We even got to confront a NASA astronaut about the wires and harnesses. I do have a question though. Sometimes when we're watching the ISS footage, you'll see the astronauts sometimes connected to like wires and harnesses. Is that to keep them like in the frame during the broadcast, or what's the reason for that?
No, I haven't actually. You mean while they're inside the shuttle?
Yeah, like when they're inside the ISS, sometimes during the feeds, the broadcast, you'll see kind of
yes,
pulling on their belts or something like that.
I bet that is. I have not personally seen that.
Because I've seen the foot before, and it almost looked like a foot was caught like inside something, but there was nothing really there. It was really strange. I didn't know if there was something to kind of like hold them in place or something.
We never had anything like that.
Oh, okay. Did you ever think the public would find out that all the spacewalks were filmed underwater? Did you have any comment on that?
Well, we train underwater.
Oh, okay, but only training?
Only.
And then good old Peter Hotez made a visit to Orlando. So I dropped in and paid him a visit and asked him some difficult questions about the VAERS database. There's 35,000 reported deaths and over 1.5 million injuries. How do we talk about that to people? Because that seems to come up more than the other points. And we all know that there are risks, so how do we address that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not set up to look at cause and effect. It's set up to generate hypotheses, which then the other databases can look at.
The devil's advocate position, they would come back and say, well, a Harvard study found that less than 1% of injuries and deaths get reported. So if that 35,000 deaths is multiplied by 100, that's a scary number, even in a passive reporting system. So shouldn't those people at least be looked at and not
But I think that
Then I tried to have a gotcha moment, but as you'll see in the video, the crowd somehow just cheered for me. They had no idea what I said, which ended up being strange and funny all at the same time. But any chance to keep someone like Peter Hotez on their toes coming to Orlando, I will be there. So you can check out that clip. That full clip is there. Checkmate, Peter Hotez. There's a couple other things, including videos that I've decided to re-upload to Rumble that YouTube had taken down that were related to that same database that I just mentioned and people getting injured by the you-know-what. So head on over to Rumble. Make sure when you search We Are Change Orlando, you don't put any spaces because there's no spaces in the name when you search it. For some reason, if you use spaces, the name doesn't come up. Other than that, you can also find We Are Change Orlando on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Telegram. And if you want to find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, I am Justin_We Are Change. Now, don't forget, Telegram is the most effective place to stay in touch because not only can you directly download the pictures and the videos and re-upload those things to other places, but that is the place that has no censorship, and I will always post everything default there that goes on to the other platforms. So I will drop all these links in the description below. Head on over to Rumble, and I hope everybody can keep supporting and being the change they wish to see in the world.